In the week since the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Russian troops have made inroads into Ukraine from all sides. Let's now bring to you and decode the four main axes through which Russia is mounting that attack. Let's start from the north, where the Ukrainian forces are holding off the Russian troops from advancing towards the capital, Kiev, after Russia, in the initial days of its invasion, captured the Chernobyl nuclear power plant and the Hostomel airfield. In the northeast, we have another front where the current target of Russian aggression is Kharkiv, the second largest city. Reports say Russian paratroops flew into Kharkiv at around 3 a.m. this morning. At least 21 people have been killed, 112 injured in the shelling in the city in the last 24 hours. The third point of attack is from Donbass in the east. It's an area which has been controlled by Russia-backed separatists for years now, the liberation of which President Vladimir Putin justified the invasion for. And finally, in the south, we have the Crimean Peninsula under Russia's control since 2014. From there, Russian forces have advanced towards Kherson, which reportedly was taken over by Russia today. With us on the broadcast this minute is Yehor Bralian. He is a journalist based in Kiev. Yehor, thanks very much for being here with us. If you can start by telling us more about the situation in Kiev right now. Yehor, if my voice is going through to you, tell us more about what's happening on the ground, the situation in Kiev right now.
So hi, thanks for having me. Actually, I am not in Kiev now. I am in Lviv, it's Western Ukraine. But here is we have a truly humanitarian crisis because, first of all, there are a lot of women and children who want to reach Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, and they need, some shelter, food, something like that, medicine. Also, there are a lot of foreign students from India, Pakistan, Nigeria, and they from other cities of central Ukraine, eastern Ukraine, Dnipro, Kharkiv, and they can't reach Poland, so they need to stay here in Lviv or other western Ukrainian cities and towns. But Ukrainians fight back Russian aggression, and as we can see, in all cities, even temporarily occupied, for example, port of Azov Sea, Berdyansk, like people came in front of local state administration and they just shouted, go home, and it's our land and we will fight you back. So Ukrainians, and so today there was some news about the formation of International Legion, which up for now consists of 70 Japanese military officers who have some military experience. And so it's truly, global warfare against Russia. I mean, a lot of people from all over the world, from Europe, Asia, Canada, from all over the world, they support Ukraine, and we will win. And so, up for now, the urgent task of the international community is to move out Russia from the United Nations Security Council. I mean, the country terrorist can't be in this international body. So, we saw during this week that international community have helped a lot Ukraine. I mean, for example, European Union announced that they will send Ukraine lethal weapon. It's truly the first precedent in the history of the European Union. And so only now, unfortunately, only now, the world saw the real face of Vladimir Putin and his kleptocratic regime. I mean, in 2014, there were not so hard sanctions, and during these 8 years, Ukraine had lost 14,000 lives. And if the world at that time would be more die-hard against Russia, against Kremlin, against its energy conquering of Europe, against its other involvements in internal affairs of EU countries. So I suppose that we would have another world if then we had another reaction of European Union and other countries. But as we can see, international community understood the lessons of the past, and now they do their best to fight back Russia by all methods, using all methods.
Right. Are you satisfied with the support that's come in so far from the West, or do you feel let down?
Oh, can you repeat, please, the question?
Sure. Are you satisfied with the support that's come in from the West?
Well, I'm satisfied, but I think that there are a lot of things to do. For example, no-fly zone. I mean, if Ukraine would have immediately no-fly zone, we will we will quicker fight back Russians, and they won't shell our cities, and civilians won't be killed. Innocent people won't be killed. I mean, so no-fly zone is the first option NATO can do, but from the other point of view, I clearly understand that this step would be that alliance joined the war against Russia. And in this case, it would be truly a start of a war, of a nuclear war. NATO, such countries as the United States of America, Great Britain, and France, they have nuclear weapons. And so, in case that Vladimir Putin could push the red button, it would be bad for all the world. And in that case, we won't be alive in any part of the mankind.
Yehor, Russia has continued.
So, and now NATO.
Yes, go ahead.
So, not NATO is seeking some kind of balance how to support Ukraine and not involve in a direct war with Russia.
Yehor, Russia has continued with its attacks even as the talks took place on Monday, and now the second round is expected later tonight. How hopeful are you about these talks?
Well, these talks are very important, but we need to understand that Ukrainian position is very clear. Complete ceasefire, and then we can talk about how we can deal with it. But Russian position is just opposite. They continue to speak about denazification. I mean, what's denazification? They shelled yesterday Babi Yar, the location where Nazis have killed 30,000 Jews during the Second World War in 1941. I mean, what kind of denazification Vladimir Putin wants? And destroying the cemetery is the last thing people can do. Russians don't have any military ethics or something like that. They just want to destroy us. And other countries, not only neighboring countries like Poland or other countries of Eastern Europe, they know about it. They know about it. On their exceptionalism, about their bad thoughts about other countries, that Russia is under siege and everyone near us, they want to conquer us and something like that.
Yehor Bralin, thanks very much for being here on WION World is One and helping us better understand the situation on the ground. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.